My dear friends, I am Srinivas Ayyagari in front of you today. Today I thought of talking to you something different about the physicality, about the physicality, something about metaphysical aspects of life which are totally lacking, making the society going in a totally unorganized and directionless way. And I felt nothing better than a pious day called Mahashivaratri to do a bit from my side to let you all know the things which are happening, the reasons behind it, and the cure, if any, whether you can see. So today I was thinking in myself in deep meditation. Meditation for me is nothing but sitting alone in a solitude and talking about me. The Atma, Antaratma, which is there inside, she is the best teacher, a guide and a philosopher to me. And she always tells me, of late, particularly after my retirement, when I had taken my own time to talk to her. Previously, never I had any time, always work. But once after the retirement, I thought, yeah, there should be something else called the life. What is the life? What is the purpose for me to come here? There are so many questions which got unanswered, and the scripts which was written by eminent people and the personalities of various Hindu mythology. Maybe I could not understand well or get the real meaning out of that. Then I thought searching my own self, because living for 60 years it is a total living of a life, and at least now we should be in a position to know the maximum part of the Jivana Saram actually, what for we are here, what we should do, what we are doing. So, what is a life, what is a death, why you should cry, why should you smile? All these things, there were a big question marks to me some 3 to 4 years back. So I don't know, something has happened to me, or a wisdom has occurred to me at a late age of 60 years. Then I thought, instead of knowing something new from again, reading something else, I thought better to assimilate the very meaning of the books and the scriptures and the beautiful words about Hindu mythology, which I was listening from my grandmother, grandfather, my mother, my father, my gurus, my teachers, and my friends and everybody, my relations. Till now, I thought it is now enough for me to get a fresh or something like that, but better to put whatever I learned into action. So I have seen the sufferings of human life. So I totally decided myself, the service to God is service to mankind, The very first person actually who has told me the real philosophy of life, which I always say, when my own mother died and I took her to the cremation ground, when I was putting doing the final rites, the Katikapari or the person who will be surveying and supervising that final acts of our human journey, his name I still remember. It has happened some 30 years back, 3 decades back. His name is one Mr. Krishna. He is the Katikapari, for this burial grounds. That fellow will be the in charge, and he will be putting the wood and all. So he told me the real essence of human life. What is the suffering? What makes you to move uncontrollably? Because human life is gifted with a thing called forgetting. You see, you forget. You know what is everything. You have got jnana. You know what is good. But that Maya will come and just snatch away the real genius, the real thing from you. And it will, that Sammohana and that Maya will be bribing you and take you the real thing from you. That is what actually that Katikapuri told me. That is the first instance about. Then I started thinking about the real philosophy and all. Then my father actually died some 20 years back in Odisha. I have taken his dead body to Katak, this burial ground on the banks of the Parama Pavitra Mahanadi. Then when the moment, because whenever a person dies, they will be putting a new cloth or some sort of thing will be there. And so the moment we descended the body, a person with nothing absolutely, that election banner will be there, that printed banner. he was holding his bare essentials, he was hiding his essentials, protect his privacy by covering his body with that flag of a political party. So he came running from somewhere, and the moment we have thrown out the body, the cover, the new cloth from out of the body of my father, this fellow grabbed it simply and he protected his privacy and his decency. Then I really know what is the level of poverty in India, Then after retirement, slowly, my life started in a totally different direction. So how far I should be thinking about me, my family, my wife, my children. There should be some sort of a end point to somewhere, like the end point we have got in a game or a life or something like that. We should have a end point somewhere. Try to do something to our fellow human beings who are part of the same society, but unfortunately they are far behind. They don't have the basic things like a cloth to cover their basic sanity and the very essentials. So these are all something different. But basically, my dear friend, for me the God is nowhere else. The God is in all living beings and helping others. See, it's a beautiful opportunity given by the God to us. He has sent us, descended on this earth, a planet called the beautiful earth, to be here on a greatest holiday, without a ticket, without entrance fee. You are now all of a sudden descended on this earth and in the shape of taking a birth as a being here and being human, and to be a part of this beautiful planet covered with green, undescribable beauty called the nature, the river, the oceans, the energy coming from the sky, the moon, beautiful breeze around you, oxygen to breathe, the moon to play, and the other animals to be befriended, to play with them, and your fellow human beings with whom you should share your love and your happiness and your positivity, and make the journey a pleasurable experience. Spend here for 6 to 7 decades. Get lost to the roots from where we have come. This is what I feel a human journey should be. But I don't know what is happening now. A destruction, a negativity, a hatred, a jealous of looking at somebody growing. So if somebody is wealthy only, it can be helpful to me. If somebody is begging on the road, I need to help somebody. So even if you think the human life in that way also, we want sarve jana sukhino bhavantu. Our great forefathers, they have told so many instances where you can see the God in the real human life, fellow human beings. So on this August occasion of Mahashivaratri, I always pray now the youngsters are the future leaders of the country now. So because of my attachment to profession called the teaching, a pious profession, which I have entered into after my retirement, I see a lot of energy from them is going into me. And I have become so happiest soul being here on this earth. So trying to share some of the knowledge which I have acquired of late to my fellow students. And I always wish my students, and they should also tell their friends, to be a good human beings. Realizing something in the nature, in the life, reaching the career, something else that is all secondary. First of all, I want all my youngsters, the youth of today, to be the perfect examples, perfect embodiment of the real human beings, the real souls carrying the real humanity. So never forget the humanity. Be happy and make somebody happy. Make somebody happy and be happy. This message is mainly for my youth. I pray that God should give them everything that they want to be successful and reach the heights of their career. God bless you once again, and wish you all the best. Thank you, Srinivas.